It's not just a child's game.
Hey, kids, look!
When you enter Paul Jansen's basement, you clearly see why. This Buckeye fan took his love for the game and his passion for building Lego works of art to a whole new level.
It took me roughly about 2,000 hours.
Brick by brick, and the work wasn't easy.
It was really the challenge that making something that's round and has continuously different angles, how to represent it in square blocks.
Paul's horseshoe replica took 2 years to build.
The scale is 1 to 120, so the actual stadium's 120 times longer, wider, and taller.
But even before he started snapping the blocks together, he had to collect the pieces. That alone was a 3-year process. He tells me he traded a lot of pieces online. For instance,
yeah, the archways, they only come like 2 in a big castle set, and I needed more than 100 for the stadium. So in order to get more than 100, rather than buying 100 large castle sets, which would be too expensive, I bought just a few, kept the arches, and then traded away the other pieces.
He used a lot of Star Wars sets for the gray in the stadium, and Harry Potter sets were used for the archways. There's no doubt this stadium is impressive, but what is also impressive is Paul's organizational skills. Now take a look at this, for instance. These helmets, they're all separated into bins. Each colored Lego has its own tray. But this masterpiece isn't quite finished. The shoe still needs to be filled with Buckeye fans. Paul will use the stadium to fundraise. The money will go to research to combat heart failure and muscular dystrophy.
If you donate $20 or more to the research program, we'll put a figure in your name in the stadium.
And because Paul loves to create with Legos, he'll continue to add new creations to the corners of the shoe.
As for instance, a mini statue of Brutus Buckeye, or a National Football Championship trophy, the crystal football.
This child's toy, a symbol of this fan's love for his team, could also have an impact on a lot of lives.
They see me rolling, they hate it.
It's more than a bicycle built for 2, 3, 4, even 5. In this case, try 16.
I don't know, it's crazy. It's fun, it's interesting, I gotta say that. It was awesome.
The Cycle Tavern is Columbus's newest way to either hold your Buckeye tailgate party,
All right, everybody, pedal!
or use the pedal power to go from one tailgate to the next, or to even bar hop.
All right, and here we go.
The owners debuted the Cycle Tavern last month in the Short North.
My husband and I saw it in Minneapolis and thought it was a blast and had to bring it here.
Since then, it's been a hit. I caught up with this group celebrating a birthday party. Of course, the only way to move the tavern is to pedal, and the more friends you have, the easier it is to pedal. Where did everybody go? This party on wheels won't move unless its participants. And because you're out on the open road, the owners tell me safety is a big concern.
Do not get off the Cycle Tavern while it's moving.
Before you ride, you have to sign a waiver and go through their code of conduct.
Please do not swear or wave with one finger in particular to pedestrians or motorists.
And this tavern isn't exactly a tavern. You can't drink alcohol on this ride.
Ohio open container laws, it's very clear in how it's written that you cannot have alcoholic beverages on the Cycle Tavern.
But that doesn't stop people from having fun.
They see me rolling.
Or showing off some Buckeye Pride. It's the most recognizable Buckeye cheer. If I say OH,
I-O.
it's synonymous with the Ohio State University and the Buckeyes. Of course, you don't have to go to OSU to know the cheer. At an early age,
I'm O, you're H, you're I, and you're O.
even the young know the tradition
O-H, I-O.
and how to show off that Buckeye pride. Dr. Gordon Gee tells me you never know where you'll hear the chant.
When I was in China as the Chancellor of Vanderbilt and someone screamed at me in the middle of this hotel, OH, and I screamed back, I-O.
It started out as a simple football cheer.
The university even has its own campaign promoting our cheer. Send in pictures. So far, they've received about 9,000 of them.
Buckeyes are traveling all over the world to show off that Buckeye Pride. We've gone from the Ohio State University in the Horseshoe to alumni cheering at the Great Wall of China, to our military in Afghanistan, and the windmills dotting the I in the Netherlands. Where there's a Buckeye, there's an OHIO.
I would like to go to Paris and do that someday.
Seems to be a popular spot. The Eiffel Tower, perfect for that eye. So from a football cheer that's been around since the 40s to an expression that captures the true meaning of a Buckeye fan.
It's something I think that Ohio State people take a lot of pride in, and it's a way for them to identify with each other.
There's no better way to show off that Buckeye spirit. From trailers to buses to ambulances, Buckeye fans love to show off their tailgating style. And Travis Van Ness is no different, except for the way he flaunts his Buckeye pride.
I went on eBay and looked under the other column for eBay Motors and came across the fire truck and said that was it.
Van Ness bought the truck for $1,000. He took the old rusted fire truck and turned it into what he calls the ultimate tailgating machine.
Since then, I probably put about 20 to 25,000 in it.
And it shows. It's painted as an OSU helmet with Buckeye leaves down one side and on the other OSU retired jersey numbers. But his favorite feature, the names he puts on this side of the truck.
It'll fit 250 names total.
Van Ness says anyone can get their name put on the truck, but it will cost you $35. The money raised will be donated to charity at the end of football season.
There's somewhere around 35 to 40 on there right now, so there's still some space.
Van Ness tells me the firebuck attracts a lot of attention. Everything works. The lights, the siren, and the horn.
All right, here we go. I think it's awesome.
It's amazing. I love it.
It's one of the best ideas I've seen in a long time.
He certainly has a fiery passion for the Buckeyes.